What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2 and some more update news. We did get Trendy's Devlog 100 talking about the Onslaught party to come, as we do know there is some changes upcoming to the current Onslaught system. Now, before I even go any further, the most important question that everyone, including myself, wants to know is when, and that question did not get answered. We do not know when the update is coming quite yet. The only thing we do know is it's not going to be next week. So, could be 2 weeks, could be 2 months. At this point, we have no idea. And sorry I'm unable to answer that one, and I do know that that will be the most pressing question for everyone out there. Now remember, there will be a link down in the description to the devlog itself. I do encourage everyone to head on over there and check it out. Make sure you read up on it to get the full details, as this will just be a recap. Now, first things first, the party system is going to be changing. Currently, as we all know, when you get invited to a party, it completely locks your movement. It makes a big pop-up on the screen that makes it so that you are unable to do anything until you answer that response. That system is being removed, and it's now going to be a non-invasive notification that'll pop up at the bottom of the screen that will allow you to continue on your way and do your thing. In addition to that, there's also going to be vicinity targeting. So if you're running around in town with players and you're having a discussion in chat and you want to matchmake or do something with that other player, if you're in the vicinity of that player, you are going to be able to interact with them, and you will no longer have to find the player in the list. Now, if you're a fan of the list will still be there. Just go to your menu, and you can scroll through all the players that are currently in that particular town and interact in the same fashion that we've been doing. Now, one of the things that's been asked for quite some time is some sort of implementation of a party structure. Now, how the new system is going to work is the person who sends the first invitation to the party becomes the party leader. That person will remain the party leader from map to map as you continue on. That person will also be the only person that's able to select what type of map you're doing, and in addition to that, it will be the only person that's capable of kicking someone from the party. So if you have someone in your group and you're the party leader and they're AFK or non-responsive or for some reason just need to be kicked, there will be a party leader structure that will allow you to get that done. Now moving right on over to Onslaught. Now we already knew Onslaught floors were going to be changing to a one-map system. That will indeed be coming in the next update. In addition to that, there's going to be more maps. With a one-map system, the number of floors that people can achieve will be reduced. You're going to be able to hit the Chaos 7 status much earlier, which means that the difficulty per floor will be ramping up. With that in mind, there will be more maps available to play in the various tiers, where currently, once you get past the point of Chaos 7 in Onslaught, say you're at floor 100 plus, you basically see the same few maps over and over and over again. We're going to have the availability to play more maps throughout all tiers of the game, and that'll break up some of the grind and allow us to do some different maps in the same game mode. Now we all know about the prestigious weapons. Some of the prestigious weapons are just plain awesome. Currently you get one every time you reset with the current prestige system, Ancient Power. Now, in addition to that, you're also going to be able to get one every 10 floors. Now, every 10 floors you go through Onslaught, you will have the availability to get a prestige weapon. Now, this is only going to happen your first playthrough through. So if you go, say you went to floor 50, you're going to have to reset Ancient Power to be able to go from floor 1 to 50 again and earn additional prestigious weapons. Now, one of the problems with the prestigious weapons in the current state is there's just not a lot of them being created, as, you know, there's a small amount of people that are using Ancient Power, and even the people that have grinded out the Ancient Power have a limited amount of these weapons. Now, with that in mind, the quality or the chance of getting a quality mod is just really low, as you don't have the thousands of pieces of gear that you're looking at, and it's limited as to how many you have. So all prestige weapons are now going to start dropping at 5 of 10 quality. So we do know that a mod has 10 individual quality levels. As you look at the bars, there's only 5 bars, but each bar has 2 steps. So it's actually a 10 possible levels that can be achieved with any mod as you find it. All prestige weapons are going to have a minimum quality of 5 of 10. So it's going to be halfway up at the 2.5 bar mark, no matter what prestige weapon you get. In addition to that, any new prestigious weapons that drop will have an increased chance of spawning at a higher quality as well. So your chance of getting that super hot, full green prestige mod is going to go up considerably, and you're going to be able to achieve finding many, many more of these weapons, as it's going to be every 10 or every 20 floors, depending on where you're at in your Onslaught climb. There's also going to be the addition of some new post-Chaos 7 difficulty schedules. Now this does not mean Chaos 8, but what it does mean is once you get past the point of doing Chaos 7 equivalents in Onslaught, currently what happens is the mob difficulty keeps scaling up. So the mob health keeps scaling up, the amount of damage the mobs do keeps scaling up. However, the mobs themselves and the mutators on the lanes never change. There is going to be now some post-Chaos 7 difficulty schedules that are going to have some increased difficulty with different schedules of enemies. Now it does say in the blog post that it will be the enemies that we're familiar with, however it's going to be just a different rotation of them. So you might have a lane with say 100 cyborgs or 30 geodes or whatever the case is. Should be very entertaining and will change up exactly how you progress through the floors, and it won't put the cap on once you get to this point you can spam the same thing over and over again to get the job done. Now talking more about progression, there's going to be an entirely new system added into the game, and that is currently called the replay system. Right now when you fail a map, say you're at wave 5 and an assassin gets on you, or you accidentally fall off the map, or something happens that causes you to lose the map, you do have to start the entire map over again. The replay system is going to allow you to start where you left off. So say you failed the map in wave 5, it's going to start you at the beginning of wave 5. Say you failed the map in wave 3, it'll start you in the beginning of wave 3. Now, the big thing here is all your defenses, your loadout is already going to be done. So wherever you were at that point when starting the wave that you failed is where you will begin in the replay system. This will shave off a ton of time with progression. As new players are playing up through the difficulties, they're going to have the ability to start the floor that they failed on over and not start the entire map over, which particularly for new players, this will really ease the pain as you advance onward. In addition to that, in high Onslaught floors, I mean, how many times have someone who knows how to do Onslaught and has cleared many of the floors accidentally forgot to build a lane, whatever the case it is, on, say, the Lost Temple, and has failed the map because of it? You'll now get a do-over with the new replay system. Now, in addition to that, part of the replay system will offer a tower performance evaluation. So it's going to let you know with an indicator of what towers were underperforming. That way you know that may be an area that you want to address some attention to. If you've got a lane that failed and you just don't know why, and you're thinking, hey, you know, what's going wrong here? It's going to actually give you an indicator on those towers letting you know why that particular area failed. So that is all the information we got today. Sadly, once again, we got no release date. Now, Trendy, of course, will let us know as soon as it's available. They're going to be anxious to put it out as well. However, it was nice to get some additional information added in to just knowing that Onslaught was changing to 1 map per floor. Now, the new replay system, of course, was just announced today, so that's all brand new to everybody. I'm excited to see how that works, and the tower performance evaluation as well. Now, as I mentioned, there is a link down in the description below to the full blog post. By all means, head on over there and check it out. any questions or additional information you would like to see about this particular devlog, make sure you leave a comment down there on the blog post itself, and somebody from Trendy will definitely see your comment. So thank you once again for watching. Click that like button, please subscribe to the channel, and I will be back soon with more Dungeon Defenders 2. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.